Welcome back to Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth, welcoming a first-timer to the program. This is going to be real good, and he's got a great voice. Ladies and gentlemen, from Leathers and Laces, Mr. Bob Merrill. Good morning,
KG,
sir.
good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. So, it's that time of year. We're gearing up for Halloween, and Leathers and Laces, they're putting on their very first Halloween hunt called the Vampire and Vixens Ball.
Correct.
Now, why does Leather and Laces sound so familiar to me?
Well, Leather and Laces, so I'm partnering with those guys. Leather and Laces is the longest running Super Bowl. Get it? Leather and Laces like football.
Right.
It also has a sexy kind of connotation too,
Right.
so it's perfect. But for 14 years now, they have had one of those high-end Super Bowl parties. So market to market, they're bringing that brand and throwing one of the best parties the Super Bowl can bring to a city. And if you're going to Super Bowls, because we just had one.
Yeah, amazing.
That there's big dogs from out of town coming, and the locals get all fired up. They're trying to get a piece of that action. And if you don't come strong in the party business, you're going to fail. So they're the longest running group that's put on great parties. So I'm super happy to partner with these guys. They know how to throw a party.
Yeah, and you guys threw major touchdowns this past
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
I went Friday night. Jenny McCarthy, Donnie Wahlberg hosted. They were awesome. It was a blast. And it was a great group of people. It was probably 21 to 60. It wasn't all, millennials bouncing around. It was great. They were obviously there, but it was a lot of people just mixing and having a great time. So that's what we're hoping happens for the Halloween version.
Yeah. So how did the Halloween version come about?
Well, I helped the Leather and Laces guys do a little bit of marketing, and they know about I have an award-winning home haunt, so that's where I come in the picture. So,
okay, you got to tell us about that.
Are you ready
Bob.
for this? Yeah, people like this story. So, in 2008, my wife and we have two boys. We moved into Briar Grove, which is West Houston, right not far from the Galleria.
Okay.
900 homes there, tons of kids. And the first October, I was like, wow, we're going to have trick-or-treaters. What can I do? So I turned out every light of my house, and I have a front door that's just glass. It's like, a fishbowl kind of front door. You can see right through our house. So I put a strobe light in there. So from the street, you knew something fun was probably happening there. Every other house in the neighborhood had some boring mom in a witch hat, opening the door. Oh, what's your costume? What's your costume? It's way too Martha Stewart for me. So I'm that guy. I'm that guy that's doing something different. So, of course, the parents are like, hey, man, you got to go to that house. Go to that house. And the kids would walk up, and I had some cheap fog machine in the bushes. I put speakers in the bushes just playing, Oregon creepy stuff. And then there's this strobe light in the house that just blink. And I'm tall, 6'7". So I was standing in front of that blinking strobe light, and so you just see a silhouette of this big guy with an axe. Had an axe, of course.
Oh, man.
So picture that light flashing behind me.
I've got it.
And I had a couple of toys then, so I could set the frequency of this light. So I turned it down low so I could disappear. I could run away in between blinks.
Oh,
And when I was ready to do that, I was gone. I snuck around, the dining room where they couldn't see me, and I got right to the front door. Turn on my flashlight to illuminate this cheesy mask, and it just scared the crap out of kids. So they're like hauling down my sidewalk in my front of my house to get back to the street, and parents were laughing and giving me thumbs up from the street. I just kind of got addicted. And the next year I hung black plastic in my carport, so you had to go through the spooky house to get your candy. There was nothing in there but black lights, illuminating cheap props, kind of stuff, but it was still a little bit of an adventure, especially for the little guys. And the next year, started building some walls, and one of my friends that's a super handy guy said, I can help you make this big. We could put in pneumatics, air-powered props and all that stuff. So I just grew year after year, and about midway through, let's say 5 years ago, I'm surfing the net and finding these places that supply professional haunted houses. I'm starting to buy that stuff. And I'm talking to this lady. She worked at a company called Gore Galore. She's still there. Gore Galore. You can imagine what they sell.
Right.
All kinds of bloody stuff and super awesome things. And I'm buying this costume that was expensive. And she goes, okay, you have a purchase order number? Like, I don't have a PO number. I'm just a guy with a credit card doing crazy stuff in my house. Oh, you're a home haunter. What am I? You're a home haunter. That's what we call you guys. There's hundreds of you in this country having fun and we love it. So
it's the first time I heard of that term.
Yeah, me too. I never heard of that. Now all of a sudden I have an identity. Wow, there's a whole group of me.
Right.
So it's crazy, man. So
I am not alone.
And now, look, 7 years. I'm giving my neighborhood a break this year and bringing it to the masses here with the Leather and Laces Vampires and Vixens Ball. So anyone coming is going to be treated to. Are you ready for this? I won 4 national awards for my home haunt.
Shut
4
up,
awards.
Bob.
So, yeah, last year we had 2,500 people in 2 nights over trick-or-treat nights.
Wow.
So, and we raised $7,000 for the Children's Fund. So all that went straight to charity. It's been a beautiful thing.
So these are legendary.
So we're pretty good. You know, if you're good at this, you typically go pro.
Yeah.
So I've thought about opening my own haunt. But I just had that bug hasn't really got me yet. You know, going into business in this fashion, I think I can bring it to people who don't normally go to haunted houses.
Yeah.
You know, their target audience is a 17-year-old male. Okay, for a pro haunt, and of course they get different age groups, and there's parents like my age that take their kids and all that. It's great. It's a lot of fun. Sure. But I think going to a party like this, I'm going to bring a haunted house to people who haven't been in 10, 20 years. Because they just kind of outgrew it or something, but
right.
I don't want people to outgrow it. They're going to love it, so it's going to be a challenge for them to get through.
This is going to be awesome. You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to Bob Merrill from Leathers and Laces, the Vampires and Vixens Ball. It's a one-night only celebration. It's going to be on Saturday. This Saturday, October the 28th, from 9 until 2. Where's it going to be, Bob?
It's at Silver Street Studios, so off I-10, just outside of downtown. It's a really big warehouse venue. They've had plenty of galas and private performances. It's a great event space, 20,000 square foot big warehouse that we will club out and bring the best of Halloween to.
So why is this the event of the year?
You know, if you can do some event searching and you'll see, some clubs having their normal thing, costume contests. There's a few of those, events out there this year, but if you want to start talking about checking off boxes, we are produced by Leather and Laces. Okay, we talked about how awesome they are.
Right,
their game, they're setting the bar,
top of the notch.
Then the haunt aspect, we talked about that. I think people will love it. They'll be scared. They'll be laughing. Super entertaining. And then you throw in a little Charlotte McKinney, supermodel actress, hosting, and we're checking a lot of boxes there. KG, we're going to be in good shape.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And one of the other awesome things that you all are doing, you teamed up with Easter Sales.
Yes.
And
Easter Seals has
excuse me.
They have done a lot of great things, especially after disasters. Yeah. So they're getting clients still to this day from Harvey. Folks that need help, and they have had a Halloween party of their own for 7 years in a row. And they actually hit the pause button on that prior to the storm to kind of regroup and go different directions internally. But when I called them up, they said, you know what, our donor base loves Halloween and we love this event, so we want to partner with you. Then the storm came and we just cemented that even further. Yeah. So they're looking forward to working with us, and they will get a portion of the net proceeds, and they're very excited.
Well, that's awesome. A portion of the proceeds will go toward Easter Seals. Right. What are you most looking forward to?
Costumes.
Yeah.
You go to a great costume party, especially, ours is going to be a high-end event. People are going to feel the pressure to come looking good. Yeah. So everyone is a walking piece of entertainment. Yeah. So I think we're going to see some incredible Hollywood-type stuff, and, it's going to be awesome.
To be honest, I have not thought about what or who I want to be for Halloween. But after this conversation, now, even as we speak, my mind is going like, what can I be to show up and be a part of this great event? How did you fare through Harvey, or are you okay?
Thanks for asking. We were fine. My neighborhood has a big ditch that runs the length of our neighborhood and goes into Buffalo Bayou. Okay. So we were worried when that got real high that it would block our drainage and our ditch would back up and we'd be in trouble, but thankfully that did not happen.
Well, that's great. Well, listen here. I want to thank you so much for coming through. This is going to be quite the event. Please save the date. If you don't have any plans for Saturday, October 28th, the Leathers and Laces Vampires and Vixens Ball, that is the place to be. Look, listen. I know what Leather and Laces did for Super Bowl, so I can only imagine what this Vampire and Vixens ball is going to be like.
Can I say leatherandlaces.com is where you go? A quick jump to Eventbrite to buy tickets, but leatherandlaces.com, and you'll see everything you need right there.
And part of the proceeds will go toward Easter Seals, who is going to give the proceeds to the Harvey devastation from Hurricane Harvey. Man, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to it, Bob.
KG, man, I can't wait to see what you come up with.
I am so looking forward to it. For more information, again, they can go to
leatherandlaces.com.
Leatherandlaces.com. Bob Merrill from Leather and Laces, man. Thank you for coming through and letting the community know about this.
Thank you very much.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth, welcoming two young brothers in the building, first-timers on the program who are doing big things in the building, representing the Main Street Takeover. Well, representing Main Street Nights. Yep. The Vice President, Jimmy Morales. Good morning, man.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
And Brother Lauadis Moore. Did I say that right? Lauadis. Oh, okay. Lauadis Moore, a brother of Main Street Nights. What's up, fellas? Good morning and welcome.
What's up, man? Good morning.
Good. Tell us about Main Street Nights. What is Main Street Nights, and how did it come about?
All right, so basically, Main Street Nights is like a representative of Omega Delta Phi. It's a fraternity. So I don't know if you were like the listeners know about like Greek life or fraternities. And
sure,
stuff like
absolutely.
That. But there's different chapters on different schools across the country. So our chapter is located at the University of Houston downtown, which is in downtown Houston, of course. And so just our chapter nickname that we call ourselves the Main Street Nights. So that's our identity. UHD is located right there on Main Street, right in the heart of Houston. So that's what we represent. That's what we hold down. So that's what we call ourselves, the Main Street Nights. But above all, we're brothers of Omega Delta Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
How'd y'all come up with the name Main Street Nights? Like, what's the inspiration behind that? Who came up with that one?
I mean, it just made sense. Like our mascot is the Knight.
Okay.
We're on Main Street.
Okay.
Together. So we the Knights on Main Street.
Yeah, pretty much that's how it happened.
And what things are you known for in the community? What has Main Street Nights contributed?
So what we do,
pull that up. Go ahead and pull up. Yeah, get comfortable.
Okay. All right. So what we do is we go out in our communities and we volunteer hours. We don't volunteer, anything else but hours and services. We want to help out the greater good of Houston. That's our main focus, is to help them out.
No doubt. And you all are helping out Houston in a big way, because on the 27th, you've got the Main Street Takeover. Now, this is this going to be like a car show? Explain what Main Street Takeover is going to entail.
Yeah, man. So it's a car show. That's mainly what it is. So we want different individuals and car clubs to come show out. Show people what they got, the whips, the slabs, everything, all that cool stuff. So it's like a showcase, and
And then on top of that, what we're doing is we're trying to raise a scholarship.
Okay.
I'm going to mention about Eric Alvarado Scholarship. What we do is we go to high schools and we present $500 for each student. There's going to be up to 3 scholarships, and also we're trying to make one for the school, because we understand that education is very important, and we don't want financial difficulties to hold them back for furthering their education.
No doubt. Listen to Access Houston. We're talking to the brothers of Omega Delta Phi Incorporated, and an extension of that is Main Street Nights, Jimmy and Lauadis. Yeah. We're getting this thing. So the Main Street Takeover happening on October 27th. So it's going to be competition. They got trophies. Food trucks will be out there. Oh, that's always good. The raffle for $1,000. How did you all come up with this? Like, are you guys from Houston?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm from the Greenspoint area.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm from Midtown, 4th Ward. Y'all know what's up.
Okay. So, of course, grew up with the H-Town culture and history with the cars and the slabs. So, what kind of cars you like?
Me personally, man, I don't know. I got.
He said he like the
expensive
Lambos.
taste. Yeah, I like things that I can't afford. So like
Oh.
the luxury cars and stuff. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to dream, but that's me. I like I8s and Lambos and Ferraris and all that kind of stuff. That's me. Yeah, I'll get that.
What about you, Jimmy?
Me, man, I like a 6'4" Impala.
Oh,
Yeah,
So that's just me.
Nice.
You know?
because he old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the old school cars. Like, I am an old school car lover. Like, I ain't nothing like them cars that would. Any car made before like 90, I'm with it.
Oh,
Because that was steel, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
they started using
yeah.
the fiberglass or after
I think
a
the
certain
70s,
year,
after
you know
the
what I
70s,
mean?
they started
So
using
like
that,
the steel, like a old school Impala, you get into an accident with that.
Oh,
that
yeah,
other car is messed up. Ain't gonna be a scratch on that.
You gonna drive away.
On that Impala, right. Yeah. So Main Street Takeover. Proceeds or benefit. Y'all doing this for the community, so part of the proceeds will benefit.
So what it is, our event is a fundraiser / community in action. We want to everybody to know in surrounding communities that we here. We want to take care of the communities, and we do what we have to do to help them out.
Yeah, because like he stated earlier, it's going to that scholarship. So I just want to let people know that it's the Eric Alvarado Memorial Scholarship in honor of one of our fallen brothers. So Eric Alvarado was actually my little bro, and he joined the organization in fall of 2014, and he passed away April of 2016. So he was a big part of the organization, and he was a big part of the community. Like that kid had so much love in his heart, and he just wanted to give back, to make as much difference as he could. So he passed away at an early age, and we felt that it was our responsibility, to keep things going for him. So he grew up in the A-Leaf area, so he's straight out that SWAT, and he loved this community. He wanted to give back however he could. So as an extension of that, what we're doing is we're giving a scholarship to. Last year we went to his high school, so A-Leaf Taylor, and we gave a scholarship, to a couple of the young guys out there, and helped them out with college a little bit. But now we kind of want to spread out a little bit more across the city of Houston. So, anybody who we feel deserves it and, upholds the values of our organization, we want to make sure that we give them a little change in their pockets, probably help with books or tuition or anything like that. So, it's not just a car show just for people to come out and turn up, which is what we want. We want people to come out and have a good time, but above all, that money is going towards a good purpose.
Cause.
Right.
Good cause,
So, so people can know that, their money is going to, something that matters.
No doubt. Is there a criteria, or how does one apply to receive one of the scholarships?
So what they want to do, they want to contact us on Facebook or Instagram, any of our social medias.
At Main Street Nights.
At Main Street Nights. Please don't go nowhere else but Main Street Nights.
Yeah.
And that's Nights with a K.
Verified.
Yes. Nights with the K.
Right.
Nights is something else. Like,
Right. Right, indeed.
Now, but yeah, anybody who wants to apply, there are actually seniors in high school. Just look us up on social media, Main Street Nights. Just hit us on the DM, let us know, and then we can send out the applications. Like Laudy said, we are trying to make this citywide because we want to help everybody we can. And right now, this is a first stepping stone.
Yeah.
No
so
doubt.
the more people that come out to the car meet, the more money is available in that fund, which is more individuals we're able to impact. So even besides like reaching out on social media, we're gonna try to go out to different schools and stuff and try to present it in person. So any local high schools who might be interested, if y'all want to reach out to us on social media at Main Street Nights, we can actually go out to your school and kind of just let people know what's up and let people know how they can get involved.
No doubt. That's dope. You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to Lauadis Moore and Jimmy Morales, who is the vice president of Main Street Nights, representing Omega Delta Phi. The Main Street Takeover, October 27th. What is that? That's a Friday?
Yes, sir.
That's a Friday.
So y'all can still go to the club on Saturday.
And where's it going to be?
It's going to be at the University of Houston downtown. We'll have signs posted up everywhere. So the address is going to be 1 Main Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
And what can folks expect when they come to the show?
Man, what they gonna expect? So we got a live DJ, so y'all can come out, shake a tail feathers.
Okay.
So we got the live DJ. So we want to kind of make it like a block party type thing. So even if you don't have your own car to present, so if you're riding around in a hoopty, you got a 2002 Toyota Corolla, we still want you to come out, like pull up, like we want anybody to pull up. So even if you're not displaying the car, you can come out and look at the cool cars that people have on display. We got car clubs coming out. All different kinds of cars. So you might see some slabs, you might see some Lamborghinis, you might see some super Tokyo Drift type things. Okay. You might see it. And then we got food trucks, so you're gonna be out there, you might get hungry, so at the food truck, so come get you some good food, turn up with some live music, just hang out.
And we also gonna have some raffles going out there too.
Raffles.
Yeah, we'll have some raffles.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the raffles gonna be they're gonna be presented at the location. So it's still in the mix.
Yeah. And the car show is from 7 to 11.
Correct.
Like, so people won't be thinking that it's all day. So
it starts at... It's only from 7 p.m. to 11, because we did our research, and they said that the car show world, they start popping at 7. So, so we decided to do it at 7. So that's the only reason why.
Good time.
And it's over at 11, so you can still go to the club.
You can go home, probably get a nap in, and then, refresh, and then go on out and do your thing. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all coming through. I mean, this is some good stuff that you all are doing. I always love when, young cats are stepping up to the plate to try to make a change in the community because, they give the millennials a bad name. Like I don't like how they bash the millennials and the younger ones like underneath y'all because I talk to y'all, I interact with y'all all the time, and like to me, y'all got it.
What do you mean, y'all? What do you
he's talking about millennials.
You know what I mean? So I think that you all are the future. I know it's cliche to say that the children are future, but it's like it's this generation that's up and coming. Y'all gonna be the main change agents. That everything is being messed up right now. Like it's gonna be y'all that's gonna get it back right. Yeah. And so, I rock with y'all.
We try.
We trying.
As long as we can stop Instagram and Snapchat, we make some things happen.
Make some things happen. We'll save the date for Friday, October 27th for the Main Street Takeover. It's a car show, a competition. Yeah. They're going to have food trucks there, a raffle, and the proceeds will go towards the Main Street Knights and Omega Delta Phi's scholarship program to honor your fallen brother was
Eric
Alvarado.
Yes. So some young cats that's doing their thing. Houston, stand up, pull up, and support these cats. Man, any last words?
Mixtape dropping next week.
This guy. Any final thoughts, bro?
Final thoughts is we don't want nobody to not further education, due to financial issues. Also, there's a DACA thing going on as well. Mm-hmm. I want everybody to go out there and vote. Mm-hmm. That's the main thing. So,
and you got to vote local.
Yes.
Like, don't worry about the national.
Yeah, don't worry about
local.
that. Yeah, right.
Like
and we want to be more informed as millennials. Now we're starting to step up. We have all the information we need. There's no reason why we should be in this predicament.
Indeed. I love that. Jimmy Morales, Vice President of Main Street Knights, Lauadis Moore, brother of Main Street Knights and Omega Delta Phi. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for listening to Access Houston.